Hello and welcome back to another episode of Britain's Worst Run Football Club. What an episode last episode. Again, inconsistency has creeped into our squad. Played 5 games. Won 3. Lost 2. No draws. First was a 1-0 win against Sheffield United with Lasme scoring late on in the 87th minute. Then we lost 2-0 to Stoke. We didn't turn up at this game, and Jacob Brown scored 2 goals against us. It was a return of Scott Hogan, and it was undone by to be fair, a Stoke team that probably deserved it on the overall against us. But then beat QPR. It wasn't a convincing victory. They got sending off in the last 10 minutes, which kind of helped us to see out the victory. Then 4-3 against Peterborough. Just some poor defending overall. Really has cost us in this game here. And then a confident win against Sheffield United. With probably one of the better goals that I've seen, or at least scored, in Football Manager. You're not going to show me what the goals look like. Here we go, watch goals. To be fair, Almendra's goal in this was really nice also. Chong backs along yellow into Almendra, puts inside here, hits it outside of the boot, hurls it into the outside corner. Very, very good. And if we can click on this, Carmelo, his goal here was fantastic. So Dow gets it on the left hand side. It's won back by Chong, Warrington Davies. Lasme gets tackled there off the ball, but then Carmelo. What a thunderbolt that is. Absolute rocket. Lovely goal to score. Nice to see Carmelo getting a couple of goals in off the bench as well. And as the table looks so far, Bristol City, who they started off last episode in second, they've had a really poor run of form, and I think they've only got 4 points potentially from 4 games. It's very tight up there. I still think Ipswich may be too far away to catch. They're 15 points ahead of us now. They did beat MK Dons also. Yeah, looking quite possible that they will get one of the 2 automatic promotion spots. Our next run of forms, we have got the January transfer window coming into effect. We have Hull, West Brom, Reading, and Liverpool and MK Dons as well. I don't see Rafa Luiz. Our midfields are playing well now. Brone, you can come off though. Where's Jordan James? There, that's good. Happy with that. Salcedo could probably come onto the bench. He allowed 75 minutes. Do we start him? We'll start him. So 75 minutes when you bring him off for. Now, I don't fully remember how we played against Hull in the reverse fixture here. He hits it long over the top. Rakic heads it back to Suarez. He's got Worrell and Maldo at the back here. Into James, into Almendra. Lasme there, inside to Salcedo. Can you feed it back? And to Lasme. Go on, Lasme. What have you got? Around the keeper. Lovely finish by Lasme. 11th of the season. Could be joint top goal scorer now with Salcedo. Really is, I keep saying it, is coming into his own. I think moving him as the target forward on attack is really playing to his strengths. No pun intended, but he is probably our strongest probably player. Giving me young Emil Heskey vibes, and very happy with that. Right, Seri. Don't peg us back straight away. Coyle's on the outside of the box. James has closed him down. Worrell gets it. Gives it to James. James out to Salcedo. Into Lasme. Can the new Heskey do it? for a second time. He's gone around the keeper and he has put it in. 2 goals in 4 minutes. I think he's the new Heskey. Very happy. Very, very happy. I mean, decisive counter-attack. Salcedo with a fantastic through ball. In Lasme, he did get a block on it from Neto, but it has crossed the line and 2-0 in 4 minutes. Can we keep this up? Bristol City have dropped further down. Well, that's scary to see. Palace, they've got 4 games in hand. What if they're in Europe? If that's why there's so many games behind. Anyway, Bakuna into Almendra, into Jordan James. And he's crowded around by 3 players there, but he gives it out to a Rekic. Rekic Ralph. Not sure what he's gone for there, but Cartwright picks it up. Is that the end of the highlight? It is the end of the highlight. Naldo's on the booking. Bakuna's fitness. Rekic's fitness. Something to address at half time. Terry crosses it in. Traore to Figueiredo. Goes just over the bar. Fun to be playing so far. We will give it a man more though. Smith on the right up to Traore. Gotta watch out for BRF here. Traore's still running though with it. He's cutting inside now. Hit it from distance. Suarez, just keep hold of it. Now Suarez at the beginning of his loan would have fumbled that in. Stoke have pushed up behind us now as well. There's a lot of moving pieces up here. Coyle into Seri. Traore to Slater. Bakuna going to get that? He does get in, but BRF runs around with it. Give it to Neto. Into Seri. Back to Neto. Up to Coyle. The chance coming for Hull here just before the half time. Seri into Slater. Into BRF, but Worrell's there. Gives it to Longello. Is it going to be our attack here? Maldo to Longello. Into Bakuna. Lasmi's there. Longello's there also. Out to Maldo. Dead. Very comfortable Maldo. I've been so impressed with him this season. Bakuna gets his pocket picked by Coyle, but Chong wins the header. So does Salcedo. I mean, I don't know who this highlight is going for here. BRF out to Slater. Nick in. Tommy Smith off the post. I so assumed that was going to go in. Worrell boots it clear, and Lasme's there as well. He's on a brace so far. He's just been pulled down by Coyle. That's surely a bucket. I don't think he was given a book in there. No, he wasn't. Very peculiar decision. It was a professional foul. Salcedo and Lasme both doing well on their ratings. Although these 4 here probably going to be our changes to make, along with Rekic at right back. Aldo, trust him. And let's make our changes. Can't see anything coming in from Hull just yet. The Rekic will come off. Or I haven't got another. Oh, this is a concern. Rekic will have to stay on. Longello's going to come off. For Elder. James for Rafa Luis. Alamendra for Joe Bellingham. We'll leave Bakuna on. Ron can come off for Maria. You know what? Bakuna will come off for Andrade. So have basically our middle 5 are all coming off. Rekic is his condition is not great, but Maria is going to cross it in. Aldo is going to head it in off the bar. 3-0 against Hull. 4th goal of the season for Maldo. We were looking to bring him off, but I trust him on the booking. Maria, nice assist for him. I'm hoping that he will sign a new contract with us. Well, sign permanent with us, I should say. Maria crosses it all the way across to Andrade. Runs into the box, but Fleming does steal it off him. He's hit it long. Worrell's won the header there. Into Lewis. Bellingham. Nice ball into Andrade. back to Bellingham, into Maria. That's a penalty. And the young Heskey get a hat-trick here. Lovely goal. Was that a Panenka? Looked like a Panenka into the back of the net. Hat-trick hero. 13th of the season. He's our new top goal scorer from this game. Lovely little photo there. Lasme, well done. 4-0. It wasn't a Panenka, but it just a simple pass into the goal. Fleming into Aliahar. Fleming, Figueiredo, Derry. It's quite concerning seeing Hull here because they might score up a goal here. It is tackled away from Worrell. He's done well. Presence coming in. Yeah, Hull last season they looked like they was gonna go up automatically. Team kind of struggling this season. Clearly they were overachieving last season, but it's quite humbling to see. Right, Mariah, he hits it long. Andrade and Lasme are waiting up there. How's it going? Bristol City drawing. Fantastic win for us, though. 2 big wins on the trot. 8 goals scored in 2 games. We'll offer Bakuna out. See how we got on there. Right, so it's African Cup of Nations. So Rekic and Aldo. Neely's going to come in and start. Sweeper keeper. I don't really want you to be a sweeper keeper. Just a goalkeeper on defend would be very much appreciated. We need a right back and we need the bids there. I don't think you can play there, can you? 1 star. Not happy with the 1 star. Oh, Sterling's playing with Tabidze in the middle also. We're gonna put you on the bench for Andrade. Then we're gonna start. I'll start Hannibal. Okay. We will start Bakuna. This is how we'll look. We won't change too much from the game that we just played. Like Smashkinov is needed, but what they've just done with our wages. Yep. Right. We didn't need that. We need a takeover. Important game though against West Brom, so we'll see how we get on with them. Melee making his debut. Other than that, pretty strong team. Stone's coming at right back. Bidze's coming at a natural left-sided centre back, and obviously Melee in goal. The rest are exactly the same. Caliber outside of the box loses out to Chong. We've got Lasme and Salcido ahead. Chong can run forward with this. Lasme is probably the one to look for. Into Salcido, into Lasme, flags down, 14th for the season for Lasme. Birmingham on red hot? I think we are. I mean, Chong, wonderful play here. Runs pretty much the length of their half. Salcido heads into Lasme, beautiful goal. And an early lead. Tables-wise, we're 3 points away from Sunderland now. And 11 away from Ipswich. However, because of how early it is in the game, I doubt Ipswich have a chance to even have a shot on target yet. So we'll assess the points after the game. Chong into the byline, across to Bakuna. Heads it just wide of the post. Good play from us. We'll get a shot at the man more as well. Lasme did not appreciate. frustrated by the feedback. Sorry, Lasme. Quite low. No option but to go all the way back, apparently, to Thiago Sarr. Into O'Shea. I feel really confident about having Melee in goal. Traveller out to Furlong. He hits up to Wallace. Davidse's there. DK, look at that fantastic save by Melee straight away. Should hopefully push his rating up slightly. We give us a man more to the team as Jed Wallace looks to capitalise on this corner. Crosses it in. Not sure what happens there, but Rogic has it outside the box. Into Furlong, who's hit it. Melee. Safe hands from Melee. He's a player that we can take into the Premier with us. The same, to be fair, there's a lot of players that I would take into the Premier League with us if we got there. Like Kipre into Rogic. Worrell's lost out to DK. DK 1-on-1 with Melee. Good save by Melee. 3 big saves in this game. Keep us in the lead. Right, Wallace. What can you do? He's put the long ball in. Worrell heads out. Rogic breaks down into the byline. Bakuna gets a tackle in. West Brom throw. Is it still an extension of the highlight? It's not. Sunderland are beating Ipswich. Not what we want, but still half the season to go. The Almendra, there's Sterling as well. Sterling's got a knock. Might have to leave Sterling on. Elder to come on. Lewis to come on as well. Bellingham to come on. We'll probably stick the rest as we are. We might bring... Oh, I'd like to do the change now. I was going to say bring Chong into midfield, but stick with where he is. Bakuna, he takes on Furlong but loses out. Furlong into a J. Lasme wins it. Give it to Salcedo. And it's gone in for 2-0. I wondered what was going to happen with that highlight there. Good work by Lasme. First provider for Salcedo. Vice versa to the goal that we first scored in here. Have we got a right back on the bench? Don't. Lasme. Lovely into Salcedo. I think we're potentially going to take Bakuna off though for Maria. And at some point, Salcedo's going to come off for Carmelo. Alright, who's that in the middle that's lost it there? Rafa Luis has lost it. Rogic runs forward. Hits it from distance. Melee. I'm confident with him in goal. It's like a cat there. Got Carmelo, Andrade, and Davies. We're going to bring on Carmelo for Salcedo. Strong picks up outside the box. Bellingham picks it up also. Runs to the byline. Not sure if that was a shot or a cross, but it has gone behind. With the final shot of the man more. You're looking at the stats here. 64% possession, 12 shots. We haven't had the most on target, but we've got the higher XG. And we've punished West Brom here tonight. Very comfortable win. Very, very comfortable. We give them a lot of praise as well. Bournemouth win 4-0. Southampton won as well. That keeps them in the playoffs. Sunderland beat Ipswich. Right, that's... You know what? Any points that Ipswich lose, I'm happy. Bristol City drew as well. Crystal Palace, how did they get on? They didn't play, so it's another game that they have in hand. But they've got to win them. Any Garden's gone now to Blackpool. That frees up 7,000 in wages, which is nice. We'll put Deeney on the bench for this. Hannibal's still out. Paul's out. Perone's in. Still missing a right back as well. But Sterling, I'm not going to say he did a sterling job, but he did fine in the last game. It was a comfortable win as well. We are going to take off the Kuna. Maria. We're going to give Maria a run out. Mainly in the hope that he chooses to stay at Birmingham. Not sure if we're the only team playing today. We're not. Burnley got Bristol City. So there's a highlight in the first 3 minutes, which slightly fills me with a bit of dread. Savage to Moore. Ajaria inside the box. Puts it back to Guinness Walker. Hit it off the crossbar. Is that the highlight? Longello out to Maria. Maria back to Longello. It is the highlight. Okay, it's Ipswich against Sheffield United. Wrong from distance. Not sure what's happening here. Southwards just tips it away. Would have been a lovely goal from Chong. We're allowed to do a demand more, so we're all going to get a demand more in. Diego Maria with a corner. They acrobatically clears it out. Worrell's just letting it go to Sterling, and they're both letting it go out. That was the highlight, apparently. Weird. Burnley are beating Bristol City. This is a massive drop in form that they are going through at the minute. Sunderland must be winning. Ipswich must be losing as well, or they're not playing. Burnley winning 2-0. This is a game we need to capitalise on. So Tabidze to Worrell. Worrell to James. James out to Sterling. Sterling into Chong. Nice around the corner ball to Davies. He tries to run it past McIntyre, but McIntyre wins it back. Maite loses out to Worrell, but Savage loses it out to Alamendra. And Bengwe wins in. Ince is probably free to run through. Yidam on the right hand side. Reading inside. Tabidze cuts it out, and Longello manages to clear it to Maria. Maria into Lasme. Nice ball back to Maria. Back into Maria. What's he going to do? He's going to run into the box here. Shot from a tight angle. I wouldn't have done it myself, but clearly feels confident enough to be able to do it. Maria crosses it in. Worrell doesn't jump for it. Back out to Maria, who's smashed it against Maite. And it's gone back out for another corner. Going to demand more again. Maria with the corner. Can it be more successful this time? Back post. Tabidze is there. Doesn't win it. Lasme heads it towards goal. Holmes heads it away. Lasme gets ahead on it again. Out to Longello. Left is Maria. Worrell's on the right. Gives it to Sterling. This can't be the end of the highlight. To James. It was the end of the highlight. What was the point of that? Holmes hits it long. Ince against Tabidze. Tabidze wins the header, but Mbengwe gets it in midfield. Savage to Ajaria. Nice ball to Guinness Walker. Going to run into the box. Blocked away by Sterling. Chong can run free with it. On the right hand side, he's cutting inside. Long searching ball to Maria. There's two in the box here, Maria. What can you do? Into Lasme, who's just hit it against the keeper. James is there though, into Chong. Sterling on the overlap, or not. End of highlight. As Sunderland take the lead. They're opening up a 5-point gap. Interesting half so far. We've absolutely battered Reading, but we need to motivate them to do better. I mean, Davis can come off in the next kind of 10 minutes or so. The 60-minute mark is when I like to make my changes. It looks like it's going to be a 60-minute mark change. Wow. So Davies is going to come off for Carmelo. Alamendra. I don't think he's done enough. I'm going to put Bakuna into midfield there. Worrell's slightly turning. I don't have a centre back on the bench. I wonder why I've done that. And we'll stick with that for now. Not sure why we haven't got a centre back on them. Anyway, Maria crosses it in. Tabitze is at the back post and he has put it in. A game we need to win, especially with how the results are going elsewhere. And Tabitze powers that header past southward. Maria, another assist for him. Fantastic stuff. Powerful header. What we want to see. Right. Kuna picks up in the middle of the field, gives it to Algarez. Or Algaranaz. That's why I call him Carmelo. Don't know his name. Maria. To Bacuna. It's a poor pass from Maria. Mate runs for Reading. Worrell didn't close him down. Is he going to score that? He is. It's very poor. Hoping for offside. Which it's not. Yeah, very disappointed by Worrell, that was. Strong, you can come on. Then Lasma, you can come on. Dini as well. Then James, you can come off for Rafa Luis. As I got excited for our goal, equally as disappointed indeed that, especially with how we have been playing. I mean, they've had 2 shots on target, we've had 10 and we haven't scored. We're going to go more attacking. Attacking doesn't seem to do anything with our formation. We drop it back down to positive. As Wharton gets a free kick. Don't see many free kicks go in. I can guarantee this is probably going to go top corner. They're time wasting by the looks of it. I've got it on play. Well wide by Wharton. I mean, that's a poor result, especially after smashing Hull just. Yeah, Longhello seems anxious. It's great. Ipswich come behind to win. That's a fantastic result for them. What these transfers here? Thorndike can go out on loan. In Lincoln, fine, yeah. Mariah's choosing Newcastle. That's not good. It's not good. Slightly concerning how much wages we need to shift from the club. 15k for Mariah. You know, fair enough. We can't compete with that. Worrell to be captain. I wouldn't be adverse to that. That's lovely. We're going to play Liverpool off the back of them battering Arsenal 4-0. Cheers. Right, Roberts is gone. That'll free up 10,000 in wages. You know what? We're in a good position so far. We're going to end the episode here. Beat Hull 4-0. Beat West Brom 2-0. We're 1-1 with Reading. Look at our last kind of like this. We've lost 2 out of 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 out of last 14. Fantastic stuff there. Only lead only lasted 5 minutes. That's a bit annoying. However, we're in a good position. Except for financially, we're in trouble. We need someone to take us over, but you only really get people taking you over when you are on your knees, and I think we are on our knees. If you enjoyed the episode, drop a like. If you don't already, follow. Stay here till the end. What's your favourite flavour of ice cream? I'll see you in the next episode. See you later.